Hi everyone, I made Tang Tang Soup. This is commonly eaten by the Jukun Kona of Taraba State. Now, this is the Tang Tang flour. The tree usually sheds the flour every dry season, and this is the cup where the flour sits. It will then be pounded and sieved. It is the powder I use. Now this is the basket I'm going to use to sieve out the powder. I'm using this because there are holes, big holes in the basket. Now this is me sieving the pounded Tang Tang flour. If you look carefully, this is the powder I'm going to use. Yes, I'll be using bushmeat and dried fish, smoked fish, to make this delicious soup. Add some water to it. I'm actually making a very small quantity. My husband loves it so much, so I'm making this for him. After the water, I'm going to add my onion. Very important. Onion. Then I'm going to add, of course, salt to taste. Yes, very important too. Then my next ingredient will be my seasoning. Add a little quantity. Later we'll still add some more seasoning. Yes, not forgetting ginger. Ginger is one very important ingredient in the soup, in making of the soup. Yes, now I had to add enough ginger to give me that ginger taste. So I'm going to cover and allow it cook for 6 minutes at least, so the fish and the bushmeat will be well cooked. Yeah, see my soup. The next ingredient will come in now. That's my palm oil. I had to add just a little quantity because I don't want it too much. Then my pounded pepper. Because it's a draw soup, just put enough pepper. I'll then allow to boil for 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes already. Look at my soup. I love the progress. So what I'm going to do now is to scoop out the fish and the meat, so that when I come to add the Tang Tang flour, it won't, Tang Tang powder I mean, it won't, the fish won't break. So I have to scoop everything out into a bowl. I'll still add it up when I'm done adding the Tang Tang powder. Yes, but before then I'm going to add my potash. Now see the drama that happened. Immediately I added the potash, it foamed and was almost pouring, so I had to quickly off the cooker so it will pour. I had to whisk the Tang Tang powder while the cooker was off. Yes, you can actually do that. Just be mindful when you're adding your potash. Look at what I'm using to whisk. This is a special broom made for this purpose. It actually helps in hindering what's it called, lumps, when you're making soup like kuka, dried okra, and even the Tang Tang. So this is what I'm using. And one other very important thing, when you're adding the Tang Tang, be careful because it swells as it boils. It swells, so don't add too much quantity, because before you know it, it will be so thick that you need to add so much water. Now this is it. I had to put on the cooker. It's boiling already. My soup is looking yummy. I love it already. The aroma is out of this world. Now I had to add a little more water because just like I said, if you add too much of the powder, you will need to add more water. So I added a little water. I'm stirring to ensure the soup, the water mixes up very well with the soup. Now after doing this, I'll need to add a little bit of seasoning. I told you earlier that I'll need to add more seasoning later in the soup, just so it won't lose its taste, coupled with the water I added. So this is me adding my seasoning powder to it. This is looking very yummy already. Well, I'll need to put back my fish and my meat back into the soup. And I am telling you, that is it. So after stirring to make sure the seasoning goes round, I'll just add my meat and fish back into the pot. Even while doing this, you have to be careful because you will also stir, but not as much as while adding the Tang Tang powder, just so you don't get to break your fish. Look at my pot. This pot is already filled up. Oh my goodness. This is lovely. I just love what I see. I love what I smell. This is lovely. This can actually go with tuwon masara very, very well. One of these days I'm going to show you how to make tuwon masara. Yes, I've been calling tuwon masara every now and then. That's one of our predominant food here in Taraba State. And this is it. This is just it. This is my soup of Tang Tang. This looks delicious. Look at it. Oh my.